Hello everyone, this is Ranjan Kumar Kalindi, and from today onwards we are going to start probationary exam classes. Okay, so in this series you are going to get 500 plus MCQ with details explanation. This class for electronics, telecommunication and electronics and communication students. So these questions is based on previous year paper. So we will see what kind of question you can expect in this exam. Okay. For PDF and more updates, you can join our Telegram channel. You can find this link below the description box. Otherwise, you can directly search in Telegram this name. You will get this channel. You can join this one. You will get here PDF, previous year paper, and other updates. Okay. So we will start. So first coming 2-3 videos, I am going to cover all mixed question according to your syllabus. We will cover all topics in this questions, so you will get idea about sample paper how question will come. Okay, after that we will going to start like chapter wise. We will cover all the questions. So here number of 2 into 1 mux requires to implement 64 into 1 mux. So mux means multiplexer. The question comes from digital. So how to find this one? So here see the input 64 into 1 and 2 into 1. So using 2 into 1 mux we have to implement 64 1 mux. So for that what you will do, 2 into 1 mux means what? 2 is to 1. Here this is 2 input and 1 output, and one select line will be there in 2 is to 1 mux. So like that 2 is to 1, how much 2 is to 1 mux required to implement 64 is to 1. For that you have to do 64 by 2 equal to 32. Again 32 divided by 2 equal to 16. Again 16 by 2 equal to 8, and again 8 by 2 equal to 4. 4 by 2 2, and 2 by 2 equal to 1. So like that you have to divide till 1. After that you have to add all. 32 plus 16 plus 8 plus 4 plus 2 plus 1. So that is equal to 63. So 63 number of 2 is to 1 mux requires to implement 2 is to 64 into 1 mux. Okay. So here one trick is also there. You can follow this trick also. So this trick is only applicable for 2 is to 1 mux when input is 2 is to 1 mux, means using 2 is to 1 mux. If any question will come, then you can utilize this trick. And what is the trick? Like here they ask 64, we have to implement 64 into 1. So you can directly 64 minus 1 you will do 63. Again if they will ask for 8 is to 1 mux, we have to implement using 2 is to 1. So 8 minus 1 that is equal to 7. If may they ask 32, 32 is to 1 we have to implement using 2 is to 1. Then 32 minus 1 that is equal to 31 mux we have we required. So this trick is applicable only for 2 is to 1. Okay. So here how much? 63. So option D is our right answer. Next. So next, what is the question? There 3 T flip-flops are connected to form a 3 T flip-flops are connected to form a counter. The maximum state possible for the counter will be. So the total number of states or maximum possible in any counter is how much? Wait, total number of states or maximum possible in any counter is equal to 2 to the power n. Okay, where n is number of flip-flop. So here how many number n is given? N here 3T flip-flop, means number of flip-flop here it is given 3. Okay, 3 flip-flop already given. So equal to 2 to the power 3, that is equal to 8. So 8. So maximum state possible of counter will be how much? It is 8. Option C is the right answer. Okay. Sometime they may ask largest number can be stored in a counter. Sometime the question will come largest number of any counter they can store. It is how much? 2 to the power n minus 1. Remember this one also. Next. A 4-bit serial in parallel outshifts register is initially set to 1111, the data 1010 is applied to the input. After 3 clock cycle, the output will be. So shift register. Shift register, there are four type of shift registers. Shift register. So there are four type of shift register. First is SISO, यानी कि serial in serial out, then serial in parallel out, and parallel in parallel out, and parallel in serial out. This is the four type of shift registers. Okay, in this question what they ask, serial in parallel out shift register, they are using serial in parallel out register they are using, and initially it's set to how much? Initially it's set to 1 2 3 1 1 1 1. Okay, initially this set to 1 1 1 1. The data 1010 is applied at a input. Input क्या है हमारा? Input is 1010. Okay, input is 1010. Now at the third clock cycle, what is the output we have to calculate? So how it will shift? First this 0 in a first clock cycle, this 0 will come here, then this 1 will be shift here, again this 1 will be shift here, and this 1 will be shift here. Okay, in first clock cycle the state will be see like this. After that, in second clock cycle, this one we have to initialize this one. So this one will be initialized, then this 0 will come here, this one will come here, and this one will come here. Again in third clock cycle, this 0 will come here, then this one will shift here, this 0 will shift here, and this one will shift here. So after third clock cycle output, so after third clock the output will be look like this only, 0 1 0 1. So option B is the right answer. Okay, next, the SR latch is example of. Latch means what? Latch is a basic element which store one bit of memory element. What? It store one bit of memory element. For storing one bit we use latches. There are four type of latches: SR latch, JK latch, D latch, and T latch. Four type of latches are there. These are the four type. Okay, next, N-type semiconductor is obtained by doping silicon. So N-type semiconductor is obtained by doping which silicon? The question is asking. So coming to semiconductor, there are two type of semiconductor. First is N-type semiconductor and P-type semiconductor. Okay, now how this N-type and P-type formed? So N-type semiconductor, when pentavalent impurities is doped with pure semiconductor, then N-type semiconductor formed. Pentavalent impurities means what? Pentavalent means in any element the outermost shell will which covered by at least 5 electron. So there will be in outermost shell 5 electron is there in any element. That element is called pentavalent element. Like for example, phosphorus, arsenic, antimony, and bismuth. These are the pentavalent elements. Same like P-type. What is P-type? In P-type trivalent impurities are doped with pure semiconductor, then P-type semiconductor formed. And this trivalent means what? Trivalent means same. In any element there will be 3 electron will present. Okay, for example, aluminum, indium, and gallium arsenide. Okay, so gallium. So these are the example of trivalent impurities, or P-type you can say. So what is the question here? Question is asking N-type semiconductor is obtained by doping silicon. So N-type N type is formed by which? Phosphorus. Phosphorus, option A is the right answer. A room has a fan with two switches. The fan can turned on by any switch regardless of the position of the second switch. Logic for a set of switches is equal to. Okay. The question is, a room has fan with two switches. There are two switches is there. Suppose A and B. Two switches are there. The fan can be turned on by any switch regardless of position of the second switch. So here the question is means anyone here, the fan can be turned on by any one switch. If anyone, suppose this is 0 0 0 1 1 0 and 1 1. So here he is means in this question, it's the question meaning is, if anyone is on, this one is, sorry, this is one, at least one is on, then it will what, it will, the output will be 1, yani ki it will be on. Or the condition is, if same position is there, then it will off. Like 0 0 is there, then it will off. 1 1 is there, then it will off. So this is the truth table for according to this question and logic. So this logic output, what is the truth table for this? This is XOR gate. So XOR gate, option C is the right answer. A logic family shows the following value. A logic family shows the following values: VOH equal to 5 volt, VOL is 1 volt, VIH is 3 volt, and VIL is 2 volt. The noise margin and high and noise margin low respectively. So noise margin high. If you calculate noise margin high, for noise margin high, formula is voltage, output voltage high minus input voltage high. So what is VOH? VOH is 5 volt, and VIH it is given 3 volt. So 5 3 equal to 2 volt. Then noise margin low. What is the formula? This is V input low minus V output low. So VIL, what is the value of VIL? It is 2 volt, and VOL it is 1 volt. So 2 minus 1, that is equal to 1 volt. So noise margin high is 2 volt, and this is 1 volt. That is means option A is the right answer. Now coming to next question, what will be the fundamental frequency of the following circuit if each inverter delay is 100 nanosecond? Okay, so fundamental frequency, what is the formula for fundamental frequency? Frequency equal to 1 by time period. Okay, frequency equal to 1 by time period, and this time period is 2 and TPD. The formula for time period in gates and all, it will be 2n TPD, where n is what? N is number of gate, number of logic gates, and TPD is propagation delay. Okay, number of propagation delay. So here number of gate, how many gates are there? 1 2 and 3 gates are there. So 3 into propagation delay, time propagation delay 100 nanoseconds. So it is 100 nanosecond means 10 to the power minus 9. So we can solve this one to this is 2 into 3 is 6 into, we can write this one 10 to the power minus 7. So time period is how much? Time period is T equal to 6 into 10 to the power minus 7. Now we have to calculate what? Frequency. Frequency equal to 1 by T. So 1 by 6 into 10 to the power minus 7 second, and 1 divided by 6 into 10 to the power minus 7, and we can write this one 1.67 into 10 to the power 6 hertz. We can write like that. So 1.67, and we can 10 to the power 6 means mega hertz. So 1.67 megahertz is answer. Option D is the right answer. The band gap of silicon at 300 Kelvin is. Band gap of silicon. So if we talk about energy band diagram, energy band diagram of semiconductor, so how it is, it will be like this only. This is conduction band, this is valence band. So band gap means what? The gap between conduction band and valence band is called band gap, energy band gap, or forbidden energy gap. Okay, so sometime they will ask question, mostly question will come like this only, band gap. They will ask band gap, energy band gap of germanium, silicon and gallium arsenide. These three question will come in, like if the question will come to band gap, this they may ask regarding germanium, silicon or gallium arsenide. So for germanium, band gap is how much? It is 0.66 electron volt. For silicon it is 1.12 electron volt. For gallium arsenide it is 1.4 electron volt. So you have to remember this thing, question may come from anyone. So here they are asking for silicon. So for silicon it is 1.12 electron volt. Okay. Next, what would be gray code equal to the number of 14? So 14 we have to find the gray code. So first what we will do, this is 14, we have what we have to find, we have to find gray. Okay, we have to find gray code. So before that we have to convert this thing to in binary. So what is the binary value of 14? It is 1110. This is the binary value of 14. Now for binary to gray conversion, if we are going to convert binary to gray or gray to binary, we have to use XOR operation. Okay, we have to use XOR operation. So we have to know XOR truth table. So XOR truth table, what is the truth table? This is AB, means input, and this is output. So for 0 0 0 1 1 0 and 1 1, truth table is like this. Like if inputs are same, then it will be output will be 0. So 0 0 means 0, 1 1 means 0, and this is 1 1. This is the truth table for XOR gate. So for binary to gray conversion, what you need to do? This is binary. What is the binary? 1 1 1 0. This is the binary code. Now you have to convert in a gray. So first this MSB bit is same. You have to write 1. Now we have to perform XOR operation between here 1 to 1. So 1 XOR 1, that is equal to, if 1 1, then it is 0. Now again we have to perform XOR operation between 1 and 1. So it will be 0. Now XOR between 1 or 0. 1 and 0 means if 1 and 0 is there, then output will be 1. So this is the gray code for this binary number. Okay. So the answer is option D. Suppose the question will come like gray to binary. You have to convert gray to binary. How you will convert gray to binary? We'll take same example. Like we have a number 0 0 1 0 0 1. This is a gray. We have to convert in binary. So how you will convert? Same, you have to write 1 0 0 1, and same this MSB will come same, it is 1. Now you have to perform XOR operation like this. This we have to perform XOR, means 1 XOR 0, 1 XOR 0, 1 and 0. 1 and 0 is output is 1. Now again you have to perform XOR between this 1 and 0. This is 1. Now again XOR operation like this, 1 and 1, 1 and 1, 1 and 1, output is 0. So this is what? Binary number. Okay, binary. So it is same like our question here. So like this you have to perform binary to gray or gray to binary. The valence band and conduction band for a semiconductor are. The valence band and conduction band for a semiconductor are. So same we have to check in. See, this is energy band diagram for semiconductor. This is conduction band, and this is what? this is balance band. So the center part of conduction band or valence band is called what? Fermi level. It's called Fermi level. So the valence band and conduction band for a semiconductor is what? It's far apart for each other, okay, or nearly sorry, this answer will be nearly to Fermi level. This is Fermi level, EF, okay. Answer is nearer to Fermi level. Sometime question will may they ask for n type and p type. Generally question will come for n type and p type. Means for n type the position of Fermi level, and for p type the position of Fermi level. So for n type, what is the position for Fermi level? This is conduction band and this is what? Valence band, okay. This is conduction band and this is valence band. And for n type, this is F. For n type, the Fermi level is always nearer to conduction band, okay. For n type, the Fermi level is nearer to conduction band. Same like in p type, if they will ask for p type Fermi level position, then you have to remember, then Fermi level will be near to valence band, okay. These two you have to remember. For n type, they will ask for n type semiconductor the position of Fermi level, then you have to mention nearer to conduction band. If they will ask Fermi level position for p type semiconductor, then you have to mention near to valence band, okay. Next, an amplifier has voltage gain and current gain. An amplifier has voltage gain and current gain of 10 and 100 respectively. The voltage, current and power gain is decibels respectively will be. We have to find voltage, current and power in decibels, okay. So power equal to what? P equal to VI, okay. P equal to VI. What we have given? Voltage gain and current gain. So we will find first power gain, voltage gain and current gain. What is the value? Voltage gain, it is 10, and current gain, it is 100, okay. It is it's given in question, so we can write this thing 10 to the power 3. So power gain is 10 to the power 3. Now we have to find voltage gain, okay. What we have to find? Voltage gain, current gain in decibels. So we have to convert these gains in decibels. So for that, what we have to do? So for voltage gain, if we want to convert in dB or decibel, then we have to use 20 log V, 20 log V, okay, 20 log voltage gain. So 20 log voltage gain. What is the voltage gain? 20 log, it is 10. So voltage gain, it is given 10. So you have to write 10. So what is the value for log 10? For log 10 value is 1. So 20 into 1 equal to 20 dB. Now this what? Voltage gain in decibel is dB, okay. Same like current gain. Current gain, if you want to convert in decibel, then same 20 log current you have to use, current gain. So 20 log, what is the value of current gain? It is 10 to the power 2, okay. Now we have to use here one simple formula, log 10 to the power 2. We can write this thing 2 log 10, like that we can mention. So 20 into 2 into log 10 equal to 1, that is equal to 40 dB. So it is what? Current gain is 40 dB. Now we have to also convert power gain also. Power gain in dB. Same we have to formula is 20 log power gain, okay. So 20 log power gain is how much? It is 10 to the power 3. Just now we have calculated here 10 to the power 3, okay. So 20, we can write this thing 3 log 10. So 20 into 3, it is 20 into 3 log, okay, it is 60, and into 1, so 60 dB. How much it is? 60 dB. So it will come 60 dB. Sorry, for power gain, so for voltage gain formula is 20 log voltage gain, and for current gain the formula is 20 log current gain. Okay, but for power we have to write 10 log power gain. It is 10 log power gain, so it will come 30 into 1 or 30 dB. For power gain we have a formula, this one, 10 log power gain. Okay, so power gain is 30 dB. Voltage gain how much? 20 dB, 40 dB and 30 dB. So 20, 40 and 30, it is option B is the right answer. Next, circuit used to shift DC level of the input signal is. So circuit used to shift the DC level of input signal, it is clamper. Okay, clamper consists of one capacitor, diode and resistor. This is clamper circuit. Okay, clamper consists of capacitor, diode and resistor. Okay, it used to shift the DC level, and two type of clamper circuit are there, positive clamper and negative clamper. Same if we talk about clipper circuit, then clipper circuit is consist of one diode and resistor. Clipper circuit is consist of one diode, this is the answer. Okay, option A is the answer. One diode and resistor, this is clipper circuit. Clipper circuit is used to clip positive half cycle, positive cycle, or it will clip positive cycle or negative cycle. Either positive cycle it will clip or negative cycle it will clip. And this is also two type, positive clip cycle, positive clipper and negative clipper. Okay, here if we talk about rectifier is used to convert AC signal to DC signal. Okay, and amplifier, what is amplifier? Amplifier, it amplify the magnitude of input signal. Okay, coming to next question. BCD equivalent of 3, 4, 5. Okay, 3, 4, 5. One BCD is given, one decimal number is given. We have to convert in BCD. So BCD, binary coded. BCD means what? Binary coded decimal number. What is the range of this? 0 to 9. Range is 0 to 9. And if you write the code for 0 to 9, it will be 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1. 0 0 1 0 0 0 1 1, then 0 1 0 0 0 0 1 0, this is 1, then 0 1 0 1 1 0 0 1 1 1. Okay, 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, then it will come 1 0 0 0 1 0 0 1. This is till 9. So this is the code for 0 to 1. So for conversion of this decimal, what you need to do? Directly 3 4 5, and you have to write corresponding codes. For 3 it is how much? This is 0, this is 1, this is 2, this is 3. 3 is 0 0 1 1. Then 4, this is 4. So 4 is 0 1 0 0, and 5, this is 5. 5 is 0 1 0 1. So the conversion of BCD is 0 0 1 1, 0 1 0 0 and 0 1 0 1. That is option C is the right answer. Okay, next, which of the following is not a standard input test signal? So for testing of signal, for testing of standard input test, we are using impulse signal, ramp signal and step signal, not speech signal. So here speech signal is the right answer. What does point A in the below circuit? This A, this point, what is called in this? This is known as what? So in any circuit, two or more element like resistor, capacitor or inductor, they are joined together or they are connected, is called node or a junction. Node or junction. Option A is the right answer. Everts-Moore model is applicable for what? Bipolar junction transistor. It is used in reverse bias and forward bias, and also in saturation region we can use this thing. Bootstrap loader code is the bootstrap loader code. Bootstrap loader is a one type of programmer. It is used in EPROM or PROM, means non-volatile memory. It is used in non-volatile memory, and it is used to first code when machine is initialized. It is used in first code when machine is initialized. Okay, it is used first in BIOS. BIOS. BIOS means what? Basic input output system. Okay. In a positive feedback control system, the feedback signal is with respect to the signal. Okay, so feedback signal means what? Feedback signal is a signal. Feedback signal is a means output signal. When output signal, feedback signal, what is the work of feedback signal? It feeds the output signal in an input. It feeds the output signal in an input to produce error signal which drives the system. There are two types of feedback system. First is positive feedback system and negative feedback system. Positive feedback system is regenerative. For positive feedback system is regenerative, and negative feedback system is degenerative. Okay, degenerative. And positive feedback system, positive feedback signal is always in phase, always in phase, and this is out of phase. This is out of phase. Okay, this is out of phase. So here they are asking about positive feedback control system. So positive feedback control system, the feedback signal is always in phase with respect to input signal. So option C is the right answer. The ratio of the amplitude of modulating wave to the amplitude of carrier wave is called. So the ratio between what? Ratio of amplitude. Ratio of amplitude of modulation. Ratio of the amplitude of carrier wave. So this is called AM. We can write AM or AC, carrier and modulation. Modulation and carrier. Okay, we can represent this thing by mu. This is called modulation index. Option D. This is called modulation index. Okay, so this ratio is called modulation index mu. One thing you can remember also, because so many times it will ask in question, modulation index varies between 0 to 1. So this question will come so many times. Modulation index varies between 0 to 1. And other thing also, like if mu is less than 1, if mu is less than 1, then AM wave means AM wave is called under modulation. Okay, under modulation. And if mu is greater than 1, if modulation index is greater than 1, then it is called over modulation. And when mu is equal to 1, when mu is 1, then it is called perfect modulation. Then it is called what? Perfect modulation. Next. So till now we have covered 20 questions. Okay, so like it is not possible to cover all questions in a one video, so I will upload this all question whatever I have expected question, will upload part by part. So like 20 question we will cover, so it is easy to remember all the question. Okay, so we will cover more next 20 question in next video. Till now you have to solve this question and comment this answer in a comment section. Okay, if you like the video, just like this one and share with your friend. If you not subscribed till now my channel, just subscribe this one, so you will be in touch. Okay, thank you.